2017, Việt Nam đã tổ chức cuộc thi Hoa hậu Hòa bình Thế giới 2017 tại Phú Quốc. Cuộc thi này đã chọn lọc 77 thí sinh là các hoa hậu, người đẹp trên khắp thế giới đến tham dự. Không chỉ là dịp để tôn vinh vẻ đẹp của phụ nữ, Hoa hậu Hòa bình Thế giới 2017 còn là dịp quảng bá với bạn bè quốc tế về văn hóa, vẻ đẹp đất nước con người Việt Nam. Hoa hậu Hòa bình Pháp 2017, Sonia Mansour, một cô gái trẻ năng động, tràn đầy nhiệt huyết, đã có cơ duyên đến với Việt Nam nhân dịp tham gia cuộc thi tầm cỡ quốc tế này. Để rồi sau đó, Sonia Mansour đã tìm thấy được sự gắn kết của mình với Việt Nam.
Welcome to our show, Sonia.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Sonia Mansour. She represents me.
Okay, thank you so much. So, first question is, what was your first impression when you first came to Vietnam?
When I came to Vietnam during my first time is during Miss Grand International. We stayed 3 weeks in Vietnam in different cities, Quang Binh and Phu Quoc, and Ho Chi Minh City, but a little bit. And I discovered a beautiful country with many landscape and with many custom and tradition. And it's very interesting because you keep that, and we discover with the welcoming people something very, very wonderful. It's why I'm so glad to come back here for the second time.
I see. How about your connection with Vietnam? What keeps you connecting to this land?
I keep connection here because I saw this country is very, very welcoming, and I love this friendships with everybody. It's something we cannot find everywhere. And this country showed me you can bring something very wonderful and something to touch your heart.
I see. That's very beautiful. And what was the reason that you came to Vietnam the second time this time around?
Yeah, I'm here because I came for Miss Vietnam to go to Miss World. The winner go to Miss World, and also to see my designer for Audai, and of course to enjoy this time in Ho Chi Minh City, because during my first time I didn't get enough time to visit this city, and I haven't enough time also because you have many things to discover in this country.
I see. So we talk about your impression with Vietnam. How about your impression with the Ao Dai?
In Vietnam, I saw you keep the tradition and also the tradition dress, right? And so the Ao Dai, I discovered here because before I didn't know what is it and how is it, and I discovered this traditional dress. We can say that is very beautiful because we respect the form of the woman for every woman, and with different style, different color. And I saw with the woman of this museum, we have a story of this traditional dress, and this traditional dress keep and shows the story of the Vietnam, and it's interesting very.
Okay. How about the one you're wearing right now? What do you think about it?
Yes.
Can you tell us something about it?
Yeah. I like this Ao Dai. You have pale, and you can see it's you can see the work.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not something as
Mass
industrial.
production, yeah.
Yes, it's very with the detail, and you can explain the story with your Ao Dai. And so this one I liked it. Is by the designer for Miss Grand International to get Ao Dai, So I discovered him like that, and it's very wonderful.
I see. How about introducing Ao Dai to the community, your community, and the French people? What do you think about that?
When I came back in Paris after Miss Grand International, when I talk about the Ao Dai, because in France I have some friends from Vietnam also, and so I explained how is my feeling and how is my experience in Vietnam, and they explained me, yes, if this is Ao Dai, I have Ao Dai also, but I haven't the Ao Dai like that as you have. And when I explained, yes, I like to wear with Ao Dai, they didn't expect that, but they discovered this traditional wear, because in my country we didn't know enough the story of Vietnam with the traditional dress, and it's another image of Vietnam, but it's very interesting to show that in my country.
Tại sự kiện Hoa hậu Hòa bình Thế giới 2017, Sonia Mansour lần đầu tiên được mặc áo dài Việt Nam. Và thật ý nghĩa hơn khi chiếc áo dài cô đang mặc mang biểu tượng hòa bình, áo dài trắng với hoa văn là những chú chim bồ câu màu xanh đang tung bay. Tuy trong đêm chung kết tại Phú Quốc, người đẹp 25 tuổi này chưa may mắn lọt vào top 20, nhưng Sonia Mansour vẫn rất yêu áo dài. Cô gái đã cẩn thận giữ gìn bộ trang phục truyền thống do nhà thiết kế Ngô Nhật Huy tặng trong cuộc thi để diện lại trong các sự kiện kết nối văn hóa Việt-Pháp. Từ một cơ duyên ấy, không biết từ bao giờ, cô gái trẻ trở nên gần gũi và yêu thương văn hóa mộc mạc, giản dị của người Việt. Hiện nay, Sonia Mansour càng thêm gắn kết với Việt Nam thông qua các hoạt động với Hội Doanh nhân Việt Nam tại Pháp AB Việt Franc. Thông qua tổ chức này, Sonia Mansour đã có thêm nhiều cơ hội để giới thiệu về vẻ đẹp, tiềm năng đất nước Việt Nam tới người dân nước Pháp.
So let's talk a little bit more about the Ao Dai you wear today. Where is it from, and what do you think about it?
This Ao Dai is by No Whole Night Tree.
Yes.
And they gave me this Ao Dai, and I was so happy when they let me just after Miss Grand International. And when I come back to his shop, I saw many Ao Dai. He has many different styles. If you want something more simple, or maybe you prefer something more shine, yes, for an evening or a garden party, something like that. So you have different style, different color, and you can see the detail is a very good work. It's not something very easy. So we keep this time, and they work very in the detail for everywhere, and it's very interesting to see the work, and it's why he has many things very, very wonderful about Ao Dai, and it's why now he is in USA for Ao Dai, because someone to discover that in the USA and wanted to try and to see how is Ao Dai.
Can you talk a little bit more about your experience and activities in 2017 Miss Grand International?
During Miss Grand International, we changed city. We didn't stay in the same city in Ho Chi Minh City. We were in Phuong Coc and Quang Binh. We visited big landscape with area for rice, culture of rice, and also mountain, but very far away, but we see the mountain and the cavern. Also, we visited the cavern near the forest also, and of course, beach also. And like that, we visited also the island. So we visited around, and we discovered like that many landscape, and people are very welcoming, and so it's something. Everybody is touched by that. You cannot to be no hostile or something like that. It's very wonderful, and so it's very good. It's like that. You cannot to be you cannot resist this actuation of Vietnam. I have a connection with AB Viet France doing Miss Grand International in the final, and yes, because AB Viet France come from France in Paris, and like that we keep the relationship, a good relationship in Paris when I come back to Paris after Miss Grand International.
So what are the future projects and plans to like connect the two cultures, the two nations?
In Vietnam?
Yeah, in Vietnam or through Ao Dai.
I would like to do something as a TV show or modeling. Or also, I saw in this museum you have many women let the Ao Dai to represent her, and I think it's a good idea also. So I can meet also let my Ao Dai as a European girl and explain my story.
Can you tell us about your relationship with AB Viet France and what kind of role you play in that organization?
I met the president of AB Viet France during the Miss Grand International, and yes, AB Viet France come from Paris. So after Miss Grand International, I kept a good relationship with AB Viet France in Paris, and we continue to get a project together, and I continue to keep this relationship because to keep a relationship with Vietnam is good, and discover that, and I like.
I see. So what if AB Viet France wants you to be the representative, the face of AB Viet France? What is your, what do you think about it?
About this AB Viet France, I think it's good because we can bring the culture, another image of Vietnam in France, because it's far away, it's another continent, it's Europe, and we don't know enough the story of Vietnam, how is it was a real Vietnam, and I think it's good to show how is it, and Vietnam people can get a good project, can build something very interesting together, and so I think it's good for the future.
Tell us about your current activities back in France.
In France, I'm in Paris, and also I'm a model, and I'm model in Paris, and I travel many times in different countries, and for modeling or for my title Miss Grand France, and like that I discover many countries, and Vietnam also. And I'm so glad to come back here in Vietnam for my second time, even if I haven't enough time to visit all, because I have many things to do in Ho Chi Minh City for this time, and I hope I can come back here to continue to discover Ho Chi Minh City and other city also. For example, Hanoi, because I didn't stay enough in Hanoi. I just visit a few hours in Hanoi, and I would like to discover more, to know how is Vietnam, all the country.